Hello, I'm going to be talking about breast cancer. My mom was diagnosed with it in the March of this year, and it has really affected my family and me very much so. So I want to teach everyone that they need to teach everyone about the symptoms and types of breast cancer and what they should be looking for when they go to their doctor and get their yearly mammograms. And I hope everyone does get their yearly mammograms because they are very important and they can give you what you need to know if you do have breast cancer. Like 1 in 8 women get breast cancer in their lifetime, which is a very high number, and I hope someday someone can find a cure for cancer, all types of cancer. And the symptoms, they vary. You usually have a lump on your breast, and that is why mammograms are so important because they can see the lump and see if they are irregular and if they do have cancer in them. And usually they flatten the breast so that because there's a tumor inside, and usually it changes like the texture and the size of the breast, and they usually swelling in the armpits. So usually there's discomfort, but sometimes there's not. In the early stages, there's usually no discomfort, and you don't really see anything. Like according to WebMD, they said that millions of women do not even know they have breast cancer. My mom, she said that her doctor told her that she could have had breast cancer 10 years and she just didn't even know it because the tumor was so small and it wasn't that cancerous yet and it hadn't spread anywhere. But luckily my mom it was stage 1 and it hadn't spread anywhere into her ductal or lobes yet, so that was very good. We were very proud of her, and she got through everything and had a double mastectomy, so it was very good. And there are 2 types of breast cancer, which one is invasive, which is the less serious one. This means the cancer cells haven't spread to any of the rest of the breast, which is very good, and it's very curable usually. But the non-invasive has spread to the ductal and lobes, and this could be dangerous sometimes. Usually this is like stage 4 or stage 5 of breast cancer, and usually these type of women have to go through chemo or radiation therapy to try to get rid of the cancer. And luckily my mom did not have to go through chemo or radiation therapy because she had a double mastectomy and got rid of all of the cancer in her, so she didn't have to do any of that, which was very good. But she did have a episode where she had to, a week after a blood vessel rupture, so she had to go in surgery twice. So it was just a long road, but we recovered, and most people do, and it is a very scary situation, but it taught our family to be grateful for what we have, and I'm really blessed that my mom is still here. And there are many treatments, like I said, you can choose from, like double mastectomy, which my mom chose from, which she got both breasts removed and then had reconstruction later on. But then there are some when it's like the type is invasive cancer and it hasn't spread or anything at all, and you can get a lumpectomy, which just removes the tumor. And this, usually you remove the tumor and then you have to have radiation therapy, but that usually helps most people when it's like stage 1. And according to Mayo Clinic, there is tests that they take when you first get diagnosed, which one is the estrogen reception test, and this sees if like the cancer is feeding off your hormones, which my mom's was, so she needs to be careful on that. And then the HER2 test shows if it's like a very aggressive cancer or if it's hereditary, and my mom's wasn't, so Mayo Clinic and WebMD are showing all these information about breast cancer. And the different types of treatments you choose are based off what kind of cancer you have. So like if it is a stage 1 or stage 2 or stage 3 or stage 4, it's way more serious, and I hope people do choose double mastectomies and chemotherapy, because usually that does stop the cancer from coming back, and usually the reoccurrence isn't as heavily if you get a double mastectomy rather than just a lumpectomy. So that's why we were really glad my mom chose to get a double mastectomy rather than a lumpectomy. But I really just hope everyone, women all around the world, are doing yearly mammograms and checking to see if they are having any lumps, just like looking by yourself, because that does help, and you have to be aware of those kind of things. And I hope all the Susan B. Komen races and all those fundraisers help to support their fight for a cure for cancer. And I am wearing the shirt, my mom got it for me, that says "I wear pink for my mom." That is my visual aid. We are always supportive of my mom now, and we'll go to any races she wants to go to, or any fundraisers or talkers she wants to go to. So thank you for listening to me.